Oh, welcome to the Spill at 6. But it's not 6, it's after 6. Wait. It's Work It Out Wednesdays right here with your girl, I am Vanya. And for those who tune in after the show, I pray all is well in your soul. And it's Work It Out Wednesdays. What's up? How you feeling? Let me know how you feeling. Let me know how you doing. And like I said, I pray all is well in your soul and that you're having a good week so far. You know, sometimes we don't be having a good week. And in the process of not having a good week, you understand, you have to inhale positivity and exhale negativity. You know what I'm saying? So for tonight, right, for Work It Out Wednesday, you know, I made this delicious garden wrap, and it's actually really good. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like red cabbage, mango, sliced cucumber, and organic chicken breast. And it's really good. It's going to be good when I get ready to eat it, though. And Trent, what's up, deuces? How you doing? I pray all is well with you. As well as everybody that's here. Tonight, you know, for a Work It Out Wednesday, I want to talk about positive results. And the reason why I want to talk about positive results is because we just came out of a major pandemic. What's up, Eugene? Deuces. And coming out of a pandemic, you have to have common sense. You understand? And in having common sense, you have to do things that's going to be an asset in your life. You understand? Instead of something that's going to bring you liability in your life. You understand? So it's like sometimes you find people are doing things now that they would never do on the norm. You understand? Because they too busy. What happened? You stayed in the house, and when you came out, the first thing you wanted to do was kill somebody and shoot up the place and do things that's not necessary because you couldn't possibly foresaw that in the future that was going to be a positive thing for you to do. You understand? Some things that's going on now. You got some people that's getting into new relationships that's not even working out. You understand? It's because you want to be too obligated too soon. Or if it's not being too obligated, it's you're a mess. You're a wreck. Hello? You don't know how to take care of yourself, but you think you do. How about that? You know, you don't got your mental together and you got too much baggage. How about that? You understand? Yeah, and I'm going to say we're going to work this out today. You got to work out your character. You understand? You have to work on yourself. There is no way that you're going to get with somebody else and you be like, oh, we can better one another. How we going to better one another and you ain't better yourself? Hi, deuces. Hi, Chef. Chef is in the building, and we talking about results, positive results, you know, and it's like more or less, you need to think on things that are good. Not only that, you need to think on these things before you get ready to do them because you have to think of the results. You understand? And be like, okay, is there going to be a good outcome from this? Even in a conversation with somebody, you understand? When you're having a conversation with somebody, you can feel a person out. And whether if you're able to relate to them or if you're able to talk to them and you can see that they're a good listener. You understand? Or is it something that they're going to use later on against you? You understand? You also be able to see through that as well. Sometimes, you know, it's not about watching what you say. It's about what you say, actually, to them. You understand that you care to share because they'll take it in another context and make it like it's your character, and that's how you get down. You understand? When it maybe actually you don't get down like that. How about that? You know, they'll switch it up on you. You know, you got a lot of folks that do red herrings and you could be the truth and they'll make you a liar. How about that, deuces? They'll make you a liar so that they can become more genuine because they don't have that. They don't have that genuineness that you possess. You understand? And they see that. So, but they want some of that. So they'll make you the liar. So they'll make them more genuine, you know? And then it's just so happen they'll have people disliking you that don't even know you. How about that? You know what I'm saying? But then you know what? This is where you need positive results. You understand? You need to be around somebody that click. You need to be around somebody that's going to speak positive things about you. You understand? So because positivity spreads, you understand? Actually, positivity spreads better around positive people because they're quick to spread your name. You understand? And then when they finally meet you or see you, they're like, oh, I heard so much about you. Let me, next thing you know, you'll find connections and different doors opening in your life just because somebody spoke good of you. So I want to encourage you today on Work It Out Wednesday to speak good of people. The people that you're around in your circle. If you cannot speak good of a person that's in your circle, then they don't need to be a part of your circle. Deuces. If you don't have something good to say about someone, it's possibly because of your thoughts about them. If it's your thoughts about them and it's not an actual fact, remember, it's just what you think about them. It's not what other people think about that individual. You understand? Sometimes we can look at an individual and be like, girl. But another person will be like, yeah. And you be like, no. But it's like that. Because you'll see something that the other individual don't see. And you be like, no. And they be like, yeah. And, don't try to convince that other person no. Because they don't see it. You understand? And if they don't see the no, you understand? Let them be around that person or whatever they do until they see that no. And then once it's, and it's called association too. Once you start being around, if you say no about somebody and then the person that you're with starts hanging with the no, babe, you're going to have to say no to your old friend, deuces. You're going to have to say no to them and let them experience what they're going to experience because association brings about things that occur in life that you didn't anticipate on because you with the wrong people. You with the wrong folks. You understand? Can you imagine, like I'm going to just speak on this for instance. And I don't talk about people. I talk about life. Now, you have a Airbnb and I'm just giving a prime example against something that really actually happened. Somebody gets an Airbnb and invites 100 minors. Okay. First off, my minor will not be there. Deuces, why is your minor in an Airbnb apartment? And you take care of them. You provide a roof for them. You provide meals for them. You provide everything for them, but you don't have enough supervision or authority to tell your minor, you're not going in there. You understand? With a bunch of other no's. Because once all of those no's got together, they shot up the place. You understand? And then it's like you're seeing children that's saying, you know what, I would have rather listened to my parent and be home than to be hiding under different alive people trying to save my life. And you'll have a lot of parents that said, you know what, that's what you get because you shouldn't have been there. But no, it's more or less you got to grab a hold to your parent, to your child before it gets to that point. And then just like your surroundings, you got minors. I saw a video where a youngster, he was used to going into a store. What's up, Southside Nick Deuces? He was used to going in the store. He only 8 years old, stealing potato chips. Babe, it's stealing. You understand? No matter what age you are, if your child goes in the store and pick up stuff, it's theft. They will go to jail. Okay? The cops will treat your child like a criminal that they are because they have become a criminal because they steal. You understand? This is what you have to teach your children, not to steal. You understand? Not to theft and not to lie. You understand? Don't let your children get away with stuff like that, stealing in the house, picking up stuff that don't belong to them from other people. You understand? This is Work It Out Wednesday. Because that boy was screaming like he lost his mind because that cop snatched him off that bike, traumatized him, threw him in the cop car, and he didn't want to get in there. But you wanted the chips, though. You wanted potato chips. You want to keep, yeah, and they were like, oh, and then the guy on the video was like, over a bag of chips, let him go. Where's mama at? Okay, all that stuff you speaking about, his mother should have been teaching him not to go in the store and steal stuff and get on the bike and run home. Because what's going to happen when he get older, he going to go in the store and rob the store and run home. Hello? This is that was the beginning of a path that was getting ready to happen. You understand? And most people and parents don't see that. You know, they want to condone a child's actions that's childish. You understand? You can't condone your child's childish actions that are wrong. You understand? Don't condone those things. Check them from the gate. You understand? Check yourself. If your mama allowed you to do that, don't let your children do that. What your mama didn't teach you, you have the authority now with your children to teach them something different. You understand? You don't have to be on the same mindset that your children, you understand, that you had. You understand? I'm not on the same mindset. From the way I was raised, I did the opposite. And I have positive results from all three of my children. Praise God. Deuces. You understand? Because that's what you're supposed to do. Don't traumatize your children for your relationships, for the things that you're going through. You shouldn't be disrespecting nobody. And don't give men, stop giving women authority to yell at you and scream at you like you some punk, some sucker. You're a king and you need to stand on those two legs. Okay? And you need to have authority in your life. Just because you having sex with somebody and y'all intimate and y'all like each other, that don't give them the authority to, when you decide to change your mind, they want to act like you don't have a mind to change. Deuces. Hello? And women, you need to think about yourself too. That's your temple. And you're giving it all away to somebody, to a man that's most likely that's going to say he's not ready yet for anything, but he only ready to touch you. Skinship. You understand? You got to take skinship for what it really is. It's skinship. Y'all just touching each other's skin and y'all like it. You understand? That's what's up. You just like it, and guaranteed, men haven't experienced, and women too, everything there is about being aroused or attracted to somebody else, even if they are with one person. Because you'll meet somebody else and they just trigger you, and you don't even know what happened. And it's like they set it off for you. They set a passion off in you, something different. But you still love who you love over there. They're still there. What's up, Capers, Deuces? You still love who you love over there, but you got this passion that's going on right here, right now. You understand? And sometimes passion, it'll take you into another doorway and another doorstep, and it'll have you treat the person that you love different. How about that? See, some people think that they're not above that, but they think that they're, it won't happen. That ain't going to happen to me. Yeah, it'll happen for you. You understand? And this is how, even being in an open relationship with somebody, that they say, well, don't fall in love. That's something. It's not even about falling in love. It's very passionate. And if your soul connect, if you have a soul connection or spiritual connection or sexual connection, how about that? You can have a sexual, sexual attraction. And it's like, more or less, it's a sexual compassion. It's more or less, y'all have a magnetism towards one another. And it'll be good for you. But at the same token, it can change your mindset. You understand? Because you didn't have that with that other individual. So it'll keep your mind over there when you should be over there. So you have to be careful of these things. You understand? And you have to be aware that these things can happen. You understand? And, I think it's a good part of life that you be able to experience passion and compassion. You understand? To learn to have compassion for others, but as well as having passion for an individual and they having passion for you back. But it's good to show compassion or have compassion for another, but you don't let them overstep their authority in your life. You understand? Over your person, over your head. You understand? You have to keep your own authority. You have to be your own head. You understand? Because they have to be their own head, and y'all come together and be ahead of the game. You understand? So it's like more or less you can both be ahead together. But at the same time, you got some folks that just want to push a button, or you want to make a person mentally unstable, or don't give them insecurities because what they think they getting they don't have. How about that? Make sure you check the person you with, and you let them know, hey, what kind of person are you? Are you a one-woman man, or are you a one-man woman? Is it possible that we can have a relationship and you'll still sleep with somebody else? Or if we get married, you'll still have sex with somebody else? Or you just don't want to have a relationship, you just want to have sex with who you desire. See, because what people don't realize is that everybody has a right to change their mind. You can be in a relationship with somebody for a month, 3 months, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, and you all of a sudden change your mind one day. You understand? And then you change your mind. You have a right to change your mind, but then the other person has put so much into wanting it to last a lifetime. See, and that's the thing. You have to let a person know from the gate how long you want to stay. You understand? And how long you there for. And you be like, I don't know until I get ready to leave. No. You understand? Sometimes you can't do that to a person. You can't do that to an individual and say, let's wing it. You understand? Sometimes you can't wing it. Sometimes you need to plan ahead and be like, okay, what are we going to do here from 5 years now? You understand? Or are we going to just give it 5 years, and then if we don't do nothing from there, let's just part ways. It's like more or less have some kind of leverage in your life. You can't wing it no, absolutely not. You have to think of your future. You have to think of 5 years ahead of the game. If you're spending money now, how are you going to circulate it 5 years from now? How is it going to help you 5 years from now? How is the money that you're spending now going to help you 5 years from now? How is the things that you're doing, is it going to last 5 years from now? How about that? Is the things that you incorporate, that you buy in your house, is it going to last you for 5 years? Is it worth you spending your money on? Is it able to circulate and give you back whatever you need for the 5 years that you planning on? You understand? See, these are the things that you need to think on. You understand? To think on your life. Think on what you like. You know what I'm saying? Do something in the path that you like to do in those 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do trend-setting things what everybody else do. Find your knack. Find what you like, and you do that. You understand? Sometimes people think you got to have money to go everywhere and do everything. Sometimes whatever you like and whatever you need to do is right there in your face, and you sitting up there thinking you got to spend some money to go somewhere. And all you need to do is unwind and turn on some LED lights in your house, and light some candles and some Palo Santo or pray or whatever, and be at peace and eat something real good and make something real healthy, and sit down and watch a real good movie, or sit down and watch Coachella like I did this weekend. It was off the hook. Deuces. I was in here with the LED purples watching Coachella with a glass of wine and just unwinding and singing, and I got a crazy surround sound in my house. See, I did something that I like. I invested in a sound, so when I turn it on, it's crystal clear, and it's like bam, and it's like I'm right here, I'm right there, and I'm like, yes. And that's because I got a better seat than the concert goers, because not only am I hearing it crystal clear, I'm seeing it crystal clear as well. You understand? So it's like more or less I invested in that because I like the theater experience. You understand? And I was like, you know what? And I look forward to watching the award shows and concerts and things like that. And I watch operas and stuff like that. I watch different stuff, Carnegie Hall and stuff like that. I have a different knack for things that's instruments. You understand? I'll sit there and play YouTube, and the next thing you know, YouTube will have me watching Tsunamis and Twisters, and and I'll be, oh, look at, oh. Now I know all about the weather and space and everything else, messing around with YouTube. Just, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, wow. I go from one stage to the next. It'll have you watching all kind of stuff. 15 most exotic places to go, the weirdest places to go, the strangest things on the planet, stuff that folks don't look at. You understand? Oh, the weirdest things that you didn't know existed on the planet Earth. Okay, I watch those things. And I like science. I like history. I like drama. I like Asian dramas. I watch the historicals because of the concept of being a king, and the concept of taking care of a country, the concept of who's on your side and who's not, but how you got to keep them both there so that it'll level out. You understand? How you got to keep your enemy and your frenemies there at the same time. You heard what I said? Your enemy and your frenemy. So basically, you got two teams that's not on your side, but you got to be in charge of the both of them. You understand? And it's political. And it's political power, but it's a mental power. It's like a chess game, a real great chess game. And I like looking at that. It's like you got to find your knack. I love art. I love painting. You got to find your knack. I paint, and I have all types of drawings and things like that. And I like to cook. I like to eat organic. I like air. How many people say you like air? Hell yes, I love air. I love air because without it, we'd be some dead fools out here, deuces. I just had to go there and say something stupid. But it actually wasn't stupid. But I love air. I be thanking God for the air. Straight up, I be like, God, I thank you for this air. I thank you for this fresh air, because it don't have to be fresh where we at. It could be real dirty, and it could be real mean to us. You know what I'm saying? And we couldn't really have our breath. You got to be thankful for your life. You got to be thankful for your existence. You got to be thankful for your sight. Be thankful. Thankful in your ways and how your paths, the ways that you're going. And as you go along, say, God, anything that's in my way, anything that's in my way, anything that's in my path, anything that's conflicting with what I'm trying to do, move it out of my way. My brother is in the Spill S6. Hello, I love you, Paul, Kane, SF, Mikey, deuces. And my brother is definitely in the building. And we're talking about positive results. And it's like more or less you got to find your knack on things that you like and things that you love. And you have to treat it like how you love yourself. You understand? It's like more or less you wouldn't treat what you love bad. You would always be decent to what you love. So it's like I love this here plate of food right here. I'm not going to throw this plate of food all over the place because I'm going to eat this. Okay, look, that's a perfect example, deuces. Because this organic chicken and sliced mango and cucumbers and red cabbage on this wrap with this baked Japanese yam over here. Organic. Look, I got it sitting here. Look, it looks beautiful. Oh, yes. I'm definitely not going to treat this bad. Absolutely not. I am going to bite this very tenderly, look, and I'm going to treat it real good, and I'm going to chew real slow. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to definitely be able to get the flavors from that. I want to be able to savor that because it's really going to be good. It's going to give me a taste bud orgasm all day. You understand? See, and that's the thing. You want to be able to get something that's going to do something for your mental, that's going to do something for your palate and your plate. This is your palate right here. You understand? You want something that tastes good. Wow. And even God said, taste and see that I am good. You understand? So, I mean, hey, guess what? It's all about your palate. What's good for you. What is good for you? Do you know that the day is good? So who are you to complain? When the day was created, you understand, days were created to be good. And even God said, I created these days like night and day, and it is good. Okay, so in the process of them being good, when we were created, we are good. We are good species. We are human beings. We should be able to be humane, and we should be able to create, and we do. We create people. I created 3 people. You understand? And it's like I created people. I'm a creator. You understand? I create art. I create different things. I create poems. I create writing. I create all different types of things. And it's like more or less, even in your creativity, you understand? You got to stay positive in your creativity. You understand? And you just have to be able to have positive results from what you're creating. If what you're creating brings out negative results, then you need to create something else. Deuces. You need to do something else. And don't stay on the negative side. You understand? Do something positive, and once you see that it's going to give you a positive results, it's going to be good. You understand? It's going to be a good day. Do something, you think on something that is good. Even when you're having a hard time, you got to smile, because smiling is good. You understand? Smiling through a bad situation, because you know what, you got to think about it. A bad situation it necessarily happens because things didn't go according to what you needed, how you needed it to go. You understand? Or you made an executive decision to do something and it didn't turn out correct. You understand? So that's how it's not good. Or you may have done something, may have spent too much money, or you may not have spent enough. You may be short, or you just some things. But you have to be able to have a positive mind towards it and speak the positivity into existence. You have to inhale positivity and breathe out that negativity, because you have your life. You only have this one life. I keep telling people this. You have this one life. I don't know why these little young kids out here, y'all are killing people and doing all kinds of stuff to taking people's lives. Understand? And then you taking your own lives. You got little girls shooting other little people in the head and all kind of stuff. Like, you're doing too much when you should be trying to live your own life. You understand? In a positive realm. You understand? You're just doing way too much. You understand? And you're doing way too much of the bad things. You understand? You got to stay away from the bad things that's not ending up with positive results. If it's ending up with negative results, you know that you shouldn't be in the bathroom 2 o'clock in the morning with a 9 with a clip on it that's spin around pointing it at somebody's head. Hello. Playing. And then they both end up dead. You understand? This is the thing. Foreplay in the wrong way, in the wrong perspective. You understand? We have to be able to keep the right perspective in our minds and think about the right things to do. Have some morals and values. Be a person of your word. If you're a liar, stop lying. How about that? Stop being a liar, because a liar, being a liar is you become an embellished liar. You never want to tell the truth. You never want to make things truthful in your life. You understand? Oh, okay. You was an innocent victim of 4 times 5 years ago. Okay. The real hard body. Write that over it so I can understand what you're saying. Okay. It's like more or less, you was an innocent victim 4 times. You was shot 4 times 5 years ago. Okay. And I thank God for your life today. You understand? I thank God for your life today, that you're alive and you're able to say that. You understand? And then you know that your surroundings and an environment that you're in, that you can't occupy the space that you was in before. You understand? That you can't think on the level the way that you were thinking. And that you can't, sometimes you got to watch the places and environments, especially that you be around. Just like there was a woman walking in New York City. She was walking home from work. And she saw an argument and she walked around it. If she would have crossed the street or maybe even just turned around, it would have saved her life. But she kept going. She walked around and they started popping off and she got shot in the back of her head. right in front of the store. That's horrible. You understand? Being a statistical victim in a minority mindset. Hello. And I'm going to say that today. That stuff don't happen in the suburbs. And that type of stuff don't happen in stability environments. Some things happen sometimes, but those things, they do happen. And the Real Hard Body, you stated that you was an innocent victim of gun violence and you were shot 4 times 5 years ago. And I thank God for your life, like I said, that you are living today. How about that? You understand that you are living today. You know, that you're able to say that and that you're able to still have your life. And you have to be thankful for your life every single day. You know, and you feel like God wanted me to watch your live tonight. See, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're welcome. You're very welcome. He said, thank you. The Real Hard Body, thank you. And I thank God for allowing you to tune in. You know, I'm going to let you know that you're amazing and that you're wonderfully made. You're wonderfully created. You understand? And that you have to, you know, when you wake up, you have to thank God, you know, and be like, you know what? Thank God, because you made another day. You know, I got another hour in. I got another whole day in. That's what's up. You know, and you know, and see, when you have the near-death experiences, that's when you really have to appreciate your life. You know, I appreciated my life from 2008 when I had my near-death experience as well with my spinal cord injury, you know, and it almost took me out of here, you know, but I just thank God for my life today. And, you know, and I wouldn't trade the way that I feel right now for anybody or anything. I trust God, trust myself, and keep it pushing. See, because I knew that as long as I trusted God and I trust myself, see, that's the 2 highest things that you could do right there. Is trust God, trust yourself, and then you got to keep it pushing. And you're a woman, thank you. All right, praise God. I never said that you was a guy. Look. She said, I'm a woman, thank you. Praise God. Look. It's like more or less when you go through things in your life and you experience, you know, things in your life, it's an experience, you know, and it's a lesson as well. And, you know, I was talking to my daughter about this today, and I was telling her that, you know, your past, it may have been dark and it may have had some things, but your future is spotless, babe. Your future is priceless right now. Your presence right now is priceless. You have to say that to yourself. You'd be like, you know what, my future may have been dark, and my past may have been dark, but my presence is priceless, and my future is spotless juices. Because a person can, that's all they can do is talk about your past, but they can't talk about your presence. You understand? And they definitely can't talk about your future, because the only one that can ever talk for you for your future is God. Look, and you. How about that? You know what? Look, she said, I have a 3-year-old daughter now, and I'm so grateful. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Look at God. You know, that you had that altercation and you was an innocent victim 5 years ago, and then you became a mom afterwards, so that you can be able to teach your child, like, you know what, these are the things that happen. Look, God gave you another life with your own. How about that? You know, and that's a beautiful thing, you know, to be able to have your life saved, and then you was able to create another life. How about that? And that was a blessing in itself. That was a gift. You know, you got another mini you. See, and that's another thing. We have to continue our legacies. Your children are your legacies. They are your mini yous. You understand? People need to stop treating your mini yous like they nobody. Don't they know? Don't you know they you? You created them. You created those little yous. And that's how you treat yourself? Hello? Look at how you treat yourself. Because that's what that is. That's a little you that you just created. You understand? And if you treat your little you like that, I can imagine how you treat somebody else. You ain't going to treat them good because you won't even treat your little you good. How about that? You need to work on that. You understand? Work on that. Work on treating you good so you could treat your little you better. Hello? And then you could treat somebody else good. Y'all can be good together. You understand? Well, it's time for me to go, guys. Well, it's a each one teach one thing. And make sure you tune in to the Spill at 6 Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I usually don't do Fridays anymore, so it's just Monday motivation and work it out Wednesday. So I will see you on Monday. You know, I've been doing the lives, just started back doing the lives again. But if you want to check it out, you can always go down through my history and my videos, and they are there. Or you can go on YouTube to Vanya Jackson, and you can see some of my old videos from the Spill at 6. You understand? I spoke on many things, such as going against the grain, different pillars of our character. You understand? And what it's basically about is us recognizing ourselves, us recognizing our character, things that we seem to miss, and we don't think that we missed it, but you did. You understand? And help to recognize it so that we can just become better people. You know, so you can become a better person. I just want, to be a part of sharing how it's good for humanity to be humane. You know, if a cub can teach a cub, and then a bird will teach another bird how to fly, and then ducks teach their ducks how to swim, well, why can't humans teach other humans to be humane? God bless you, love, the Real Hard Body. And make sure you tune into the Spill at 6. You're amazing. I pray all is well in your soul. You can share. You can watch it live. You can hit the bell thing on top and hit the check. And make sure that you check out my lives. And I pray all is well with you. Chili Pops, deuces. But my show is over. You can go back and watch it. You can share it. You can put it in the story. Deuces.